Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see a very interesting video on how to add scrolling subtitles like you do it on apps like InVideo, Veed, Descript, etc. But with a twist, that is using completely open source tech and Python. So we are going to use OpenAI's Whisper and Moviepy library to create fancy scrolling subtitles like the ones that you see now. Hello everyone, my name is Ramsri and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this YouTube channel, I share my learnings from building 3 AI SaaS apps: supermeme.ai, question.ai and supertranslate.ai. Great. Without any further ado, let's get started. So this is the collab notebook, and the link to the collab notebook can be found in the video description. So let's get started. First, we'll just install IPython auto runtime. This is just to calculate the execution time of each cell so that we can see how long transcription is taking, etc. So let's start with simple steps. So the input to our code is an MP4 video file and the output is another MP4 video file but with scrolling fancy subtitles overlaid on top of that video. So what we need is an input MP4. That's what we are starting with here. So on a high level, we take the MP4 video, we extract the MP3, that is the audio file. Then we use OpenAI's Whisper tech to get word level timestamps. Then we are going to write a simple algorithm to convert word level timestamps to line level subtitle timestamps, because when you go to subtitle, we are going to divide those words into lines depending on some criteria like max character length, etc. And then we are going to overlay those lines on top of the video at the appropriate positions while also highlighting the word that is spoken, and we are going to use Moviepy for that. So this is what we are going to do on a high level, and let's get started. So first thing, there is files here. So you can upload your own MP4, or for simplicity I am already providing the link to an MP4 of mine, the video file of mine. Let's just download that. So using URL lib request, I am downloading the MP4 file. So instead of this, what you can do is you can comment this and comment this line MP4 video URL and just give video file name as whatever .mp4 that you have here, and you should be able to run this. You don't need to run this because we already have the MP4 here. So just give video file name as that MP4 in case if you want to locally upload from your drive and use this. Now once we have the MP4 file, video file, we are going to install ffmpeg Python because we are going to extract the audio in MP3 format from this video file. So that's exactly what's happening here. Nothing too complex. You can read through the comments as well as the code that's there. At the end of the day, we are just loading the video file in this, and we are giving it as input stream to this ffmpeg library. We are extracting the audio and we are creating an output stream and writing the audio there. Once this is done, you will see an extra file here, intro.mp3. In case if you have mp3 file already, you can also upload both the mp4 and mp3 here, and you can skip this library installation. Anyways, let's just load the audio file to see everything is good. Let's just play it. Hello everyone, my name is Ramsri and welcome to my YouTube. Looks like it's playing well. So we have the mp3 file loaded perfectly, and Now what we are going to do is we are going to use an interesting library, basically Faster Whisper. So Faster Whisper is a faster algorithm built on top of open source OpenAI's Whisper that takes in any audio and converts that to text. So basically speech to text algorithm. It's a free MIT licensed open source algorithm released by OpenAI. And Faster Whisper is basically a wrapper on top of OpenAI's Whisper to make it faster. So you can see some benchmarks here where original OpenAI Whisper takes 4 minutes, but this takes 59 seconds, etc. Sorry, 54 seconds in FP16, etc. You can even use GPU if you want to make it faster. The code is very simple. Just you say device is equal to CUDA. But for simplicity, we are just using CPU itself. So we are going to install this Faster Whisper library. Now once the Whisper library is installed, we are going to define the model size and we are going to call the Whisper model like this. So basically it's going to download the Whisper medium model. In case if the transcription accuracy as well as the timestamps are not accurate for your use case, go ahead and use large instead of medium, large or large dash v2. It will just take little bit of time than medium to do the conversion, but for simplicity I'm using medium and it works well for a lot of use cases. But if you really need very high accuracy of timestamps as well as transcription, go ahead and use large or large v2. So here what we are doing is we already have the audio file name, which is intro.mp3. We are just calling model.transcribe with the model that we loaded, and we are passing word timestamps is equal to true. This is very crucial because we want to get word level timestamps, because we want to highlight each word as it is spoken. That is the reason why we need word level timestamps is equal to true. If you just need transcription, you don't really need to add this, but in our use case we need this. That's why we are giving word level timestamps is equal to true. And once we get the segments, we are going to just convert it into a list, otherwise it will be a generator. All we are doing is iterating through the segments, and in each segment get the word and print that word.start, word.end. These are the timestamps, and word.word is the actual word. Awesome. It finished processing in about 1 minute 13 seconds, so not bad at all. And now you can see word.start, word.end and word.word. So hello everyone, my name is Ramshri and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this YouTube channel I share my learnings from 3 AI SaaS apps: Super Meme, Question and Super Translate. So there are a few issues here. The transcription might not be accurate because my name is Ramsri, but here it is transcripted differently. I want to edit this. Secondly, question is actually QuestGen. That's my startup name. So why don't we create a very simple UI to correct this? So first of all, we are collecting the word level info, that is whatever you see here in this list called as word level info, which basically is a list of again dictionaries, which is word, start and end timestamp. And we are going to create a very simple UI to edit errors, and it will be very clear for you once we run it. This isn't too complex. You can just look through the code. We are creating 3 columns and we are using the widgets from IPython widgets library. And let's run this and it will be very clear for you. So we just created a table widget, a simple widget where there is start timestamp, end timestamp and the word. Why did we create this? Because we want to easily edit the incorrect words before we actually create the video with timestamps and words overlaid. So simply there is an update button at the bottom, and you can see the words here. This is perfectly good for short form videos because this list will not be long. Let's go ahead and do that. So Ramsri is actually RAMSRI, and question is actually question. Beautiful. In case if the words are not accurate, you can even go ahead and change a little bit, 13.5 seconds, whatever it is. Now I'm clicking on update, and once it is updated, we are printing this. We are just printing the modified word level info to see everything is good or not. As you can see, Ramsri is corrected, question is corrected, perfect. Now you can observe that super meme and .ai are separated, and super translate and .ai are separated. That's okay for me. But in case if you want to even combine, merge these words, etc., you can also do that in the next step, which is basically I'm just using this modified word level info and just storing it here in the data.json file. So here's the data.json file. You can just double click, and in case if you really want to combine, for example, in the last one, supertranslate.ai, I want to combine both of these. So what would I do? I would just do supertranslate.ai and extend this to 14.02 and just remove this last element. So I'm just merging the last element, and you can click on Ctrl S to save this. So here I have given an option to even go ahead and merge timestamps if you want, and here I'm just reloading the manually modified data.json, and let's print this. As you can see, it's perfect now because we extended the last timestamp and even added supertranslate.ai, which were separated. Now our goal is to convert these word level timestamps into line level timestamps, because we need to first decide what is our line, because we want to show subtitles line by line. So hello everyone, my name is Ramsri. Is that the first line? And second line is and welcome to my YouTube channel. Is that the second line? So depending on how you want, you can use multiple criteria, that is combine words into lines as long as this count doesn't exceed more than, let's say, 40 characters, 50 characters, however you want your subtitle to be long. Secondly, you can split wherever there is a gap. If there is a gap between end and start, a lot of gap, then you might want to split. So at the end of the day, you can use some custom logic to combine and split. That is exactly what I have given here. You can control this max characters parameter, but if you have vertical YouTube short videos, probably you can keep this low because you don't want the lines to be longer, just short 2 words or 3 words. But if you really have a good video and you want the font size to be smaller, you can go higher, and you can control this max duration, max gap, etc. Basically this is the split text into lines function that I've created for you. But great thing is you can just pass your word level info that you modified to the split text into lines function, and you have the line level subtitles. Let's print it so that it's very clear for you. So the first line is hello everyone, my name is Ramsri. Because I have created these max duration, max character split, etc., this came out accordingly. And I know that this sentence starts from 0 to and ends at 2.78 seconds. And the most important thing is text content, because in every line, again, you want to know where exactly hello occurs, which is what we are preserving here. So in the text contents, we have an array for each element here. 0.0 to 0.94, hello is spoken. 0.94 to 1.44, everyone is spoken. Because at the end of the day, we want to display this whole sentence from 0.0 to 2.78 on the video, but highlight hello only from 0.0 to 0.94, then highlight everyone from 0.94 to 1.44. That's why in order to scroll through the words and highlight them accordingly, we need this kind of structure. That's why I've created this. And as you can see, and welcome to my YouTube channel is the second line. Beautiful. This JSON looks amazing. Now we are going to go into the magic of taking this JSON and writing it onto the video. So we are going to use Moviepy library. Moviepy is an amazing library where you can merge videos, combine videos, overlay text on top of videos or images, however you want. We are going to see that in a bit. Now let's go through the installations. Now this function create caption, that's here. This is one of the most crucial functions that you're going to see today, because with Moviepy we are going to do some magic, which is, as I mentioned, text JSON, which is each line level subtitle that you have here. For example, text JSON is just this one, and within that we have text content. So we are going to take this array, so that is each line, and we are going to create word clips, that is text clips for each line, and we are going to scroll through the highlights as well. So that is what we are doing here. You can go through the function bit by bit, but on a high level we are passing in the font that we want. In case if you want to see what fonts are supported, you can even go and print all the fonts, and you can change the font, whatever is supported here. You can use any font that you want. You're passing the font, then you're passing the color of what the text should be. You're passing what the color of the highlight should be. You're passing the stroke color black and stroke width 1.5, because around every word that is present, this is the outline. Especially stroke color black is basically the black outline, and how big you want the outline to be, that's here in pixels. So this create caption is one of the main function. And the next most important function is this, which is we are iterating through the video file clip. We are getting the frame size, etc., and we have the line level subtitles. And this create caption function is run for each line level subtitle. Let's run this. Let's run both create caption as this, and then it will be clear for you what they are doing. So here we are actually rendering the video as well, and I'm going to explain you a bit more after the video is rendered and you see the output. Awesome. Now let's run this and see. Let's play the video. Hello everyone, my name is Ramsri and welcome to my YouTube channel. So if you see here, what's happening is we fix one line, that is we get line level subtitles, and we have the text JSON. So here you can see, hello everyone, my name is Ramsri. So we get each line, then we create text clips to create the full clip of each line, and then on top of that, that line is created from the first word start to the last word end, the timestamp. So that line stays there from, let's say, 0.0 seconds to 2.8 seconds completely. Now we take every word and get the timestamp of that, and we write another text clip which is in yellow now, from only 0.0 to 0.7 seconds for hello on that position. And then we keep scrolling those words according to their timestamps. So that's why you see this format where my name is Ramsri, the words are scrolling. YouTube channel. In this YouTube channel I share my learn. Let's go ahead and see the corresponding code now that you understand what's happening. So at the end of the day, you are going through the word JSON that's there, and you're getting the duration of each word, and what we are doing is dynamically calculating how much space does the word take? So we are going to append each word, then append a space after that word. Then we are going to dynamically calculate what's the word width plus space width combined, because the next word that we are going to keep, we need to change the position where we need to keep that. So that's why we are updating the position dynamically based on the previous word width and space width continuously. And this else part, it looks little complicated, but what's happening here is, if you have longer text and you need to even move on to the next line, that's where we are using this, which is we are updating the position, y position of the next line even. And this part, this for loop till here is the part where we are just writing word clips in white. So we are just appending all the word clips of the word, for example, hello everyone, my name is Ramsri, and just combining all of them. Now this is the part where we go through the word clips and we also preserve the position of the each word and its position. Then we are going to highlight the word in yellow, which is basically we want to rewrite again the word in yellow, but that word will be in yellow only during the time period that it is spoken. That's what it is happening. So if you uncomment this block, we don't get the yellow part, we just get the white part where it is visible, that line is visible for the duration and gone. Now here comes the beautiful part, which is, now we got the word and we have everything that's there, but how do you place it on a transparent gray background? Because if you don't do the post processing, that word and yellow are just gonna appear as it is on top here, but we want to position them here as well as add a light gray background, transparent light gray background. So that's where we are using some more Moviepy magic, where we are going to create a video clip, where we are going to create, we got the caption clips for each, but we are iterating through the caption clip, which is each line. We are calculating the max width that is taken. So basically we want to understand what's the pixel length, that is width of the full text line. And once we get the max width, we are going to create a color clip of slightly higher max width, which is 10% of max width, and height slightly bigger than the word or line width, that is 10% of again the max height. So because we want it to be encompassing the whole thing and slightly bigger, that's why we are creating this color clip that is slightly bigger than the actual text clip. And again we are setting the transparency to 0.6 here. Here we are setting it to gray, the color clip, but if you want a different color, you can go ahead and change accordingly. And here we are setting the opacity. If you want it to be darker, you can change it to 0.8, etc. And again we are setting the color clip duration from line start to line end, because we have the individual info of each line. Now what we are doing is, on that color clip we are overlaying all the output clips that we get for each line. Once we get each line along with the text that is overlaid with the background, transparent background, then we are appending that to all line level splits. So this is gathering each clip for each line, and once we get the complete thing, we are going to append that to the composite video clip. That is, we have the input video, original video here, original video is here, and to that original video we are going to append all the line clip. But where do we place them? That's where this comes, where you can set position as bottom, but you can also set position as top or left, top right, or whatever you want. So the subtitles will appear there. And now we are going to finally render the video. Let's again run this.
Channel, I share my learnings from building 3 AI SaaS apps
supermeme.ai question. Awesome. It looks a little complicated at first. Of course, it took a lot of trial and error for me to get this right. But at the end of the day, you need to remember a few things, which is, you can control the color of the highlight as well as the background, as well as the text. And then you can actually control the font size here. I kept it 7.5% of video height, but if you want a bigger font size, you can go ahead and change it here. And if you want the clip to be bigger, color clip background to be bigger, you can change it here. If you want to change the color of that transparent thing and transparency, you can change it here. So that's how you can make the edits. You can now just download this and you can post it on social media. So we have learned how to do this absolutely free with open source tech. Thanks for watching, and if you want to change it to a different font, you can do it here as well.